Hey, welcome back to Beyond the Box, Unlocking Creative Mortgage Solutions. I'm Brett Clark, your go-to expert for thinking outside the box when it comes to mortgage financing. Today's episode, short one, but powerful, and you won't want to miss it, and you're really going to want all of your friends to see this. The reason for that is because I'm talking about all the things that you've heard 900 times before and are the three biggest mortgage mistakes that borrowers and real estates make that cost people thousands of dollars, delay deals, or crush the buyer's dreams on their dream home altogether. But don't worry, we've got real solutions to help you avoid them in this episode. Regardless if you're the home buyer, the real estate agent, or the investor, this episode is packed with the game-changing insights to help you close more deals, make smarter financial moves, and not get frustrated by making the same mistakes that we see year over year. Let's dive in. Number one. Let's start with the biggest mistake that we see over and over and over again, and that is waiting too long to get pre-approved. Why do people do it? I don't understand. It's when they go out and they see all of the beautiful homes that they really, really want, and then they might even get you as the agent to take them into those homes just to find out that they can't get the pre-approval because it's outside of their budget. And even if it's just $25,000 outside their budget, it could make a huge difference for what's available for them in the areas that they can be in. It's really, really important for you as an agent and for the client to understand what that budget is to avoid frustration, because as we know, frustration is just failed expectations. And we want them to be able to fall in love and find that love inside their budget so they know they're not missing out. We also know in competitive markets, pre-approvals do matter. Sellers don't take offers seriously that don't have that financing background or that pre-approval that really comes in. Also remember, pre-approvals and pre-qualifications are completely different. A pre-qualification could equal a huge disaster and a deal killer, whereas a pre-approval knows that you've actually vetted what's going on. So what's the fix? Agents, please make sure that these are mandatory for your clients to have before showing even the first home. It is so important for them to understand their budget and what it looks like, because there are sometimes people can afford a house, but they don't like the payment, and now you've wasted your time, not because they couldn't afford it, but because they didn't necessarily want the payment for where the market is. So we're going to talk a little bit more about strategies later, and there's your little nugget into the next piece of what the strategy looks like, but make sure they have pre-approval and make sure they understand what those payments look like, because that leads us into mistake number two, and that is focusing on interest rates only instead of loan strategy. Sometimes the lowest rate doesn't mean the best loan for somebody's financial picture going into the future. Think about investors. A slightly higher rate on a DSCR loan might allow them to buy more properties and increase their portfolio for a much bigger gain over time, instead of just thinking about that one conventional rate. A self-employed borrower with a 0.25 or 0.5% higher rate, it could be better than the traditional loan that's going to be denied altogether, and now we've all wasted time and frustrated the seller. So think about how the rate and the situation, the different loan terms, could actually benefit you and your financial picture going forward. So what's that fix? Work with a lender that actually has multiple loan solutions and is not just the cookie cutter deal taker, is what I like to call them, kind of that fast food order taker. You really want the person that can look at a financial picture and have the conversation with your borrower to help them understand what their long-term goals are and push them out. Agents, make sure that you have somebody that's not just looking at conventional FHA and VA. And if you have an agreement with them, that's great. Make sure that you always have a plan B that can help them walk through other scenarios just in case it doesn't fit the box of your current relationship. The last and another big mistake that I think that causes more disaster than any of the other two is not working with the right team. We all know inside the transaction, the real estate agent, the buyer and seller's agent, the lender, the CPA, the closing attorney, we're all one big team. But having a lender that understands creative financing and can get those things done quickly on site inside their team is probably the most important thing that you could have on your team. Being able to look outside the box and be able to have those different things is actually going to help you grow your business. Partner with lenders who help you grow your business and find that creative financing options to all the leads that you're having come in that have been told no by others. If other lenders are not offering solutions, try finding one that will. And so we've finished up the episode. Like I said, short, sweet, and powerful. 3 biggest mortgage mistakes and how to avoid them. 1, waiting too long to get pre-approved. Don't start house hunting until you know your budget. Number 2, only shop rates. Not the biggest thing for number 2 is shopping rates and not loan strategies. The lowest rate isn't always the best loan. And number 3, not working with the right team. The wrong lender can kill deals before they even start because you don't know where to start. If this episode has helped you, remind you of some of the things that you heard early on, please share it to a friend or an agent who might need to hear it as well. And don't forget, I'm also on YouTube. So check out my channel, Brett Clark, Creative Mortgage Solutions, or at The Lending Lad for video content, expert insights, and short clips to help you win in the real estate environment. I also have great interviews with realtors, with some of your favorites like Lee Brown, with builders, and with other lenders, telling you different ways to get the pictures done. Don't miss those insights. Subscribe, share, and join me here for more creative mortgage solutions. Let's have the best 2025 that we can, and I'll see you next time on Beyond the Box.